Oh my gosh.
That's gonna sound crazy in
That is.
in audio. That's getting edited out.
Yeah, my kids are laughing though. Dije, está dije. Peor ahí, demás. Creo que estoy viendo.
Yeah, I have to cancel that fast. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the High Hanging Fruit Podcast. It's your boy Freddie on Focus.
Jennifer Lynn, what's up?
Hey, Desani Lucia.
We are here, baby. Last time we left off and we went to get some tacos in
We were
Orlando.
talking about getting Didi, like taking Didi out because she hasn't been out in a long time. So we were like, yeah, let's be about it. Let's go to downtown.
They're trying to break my bubble.
Yeah, we did that. We definitely went out. And right when we get down there, it just so happens there was a shooting.
Yeah.
So then we're in some parking garage downtown Orlando, and we're so Floridians slash Bronxians.
New
And
York. I think it's the New York side in us too.
we just stood there and just
Like,
was like,
mad casual. Like okay. But like, we were walking
We were
up,
walking towards
and,
the shootout.
And these guys were like, be careful, they're shooting back there. We're like, what? And we just kept walking. And then afterwards, like, oh, they said it was a shooting. Still super casual.
We're still
like,
walking.
Like,
We see like 12 cop cars just zooming by us.
yeah.
And then we're just still walking like, hey, where's this taco spot? Like, we
Yeah.
hungry. We on a mission.
We had a mission. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, once you have a vision, you got to go for it.
Yeah.
And
I
that
was
was wild.
There.
I was already tasting those tacos. I was like, yo, we need to get
Yo,
the tacos.
when we saw you, he was in front of the taco restaurant. And he's like, yo, it's packed. But the look on your face, you look, when you're hungry, you just like,
Yeah.
there's no words. You don't even want to talk. You
Well,
just-
I always have that look, that bitch resting face,
The
always.
ravenous.
No, you don't.
Oh.
No, you don't.
Yeah, cause you've been around me longer. So, but a lot of people that don't know me, they're like, you look so serious.
I
and-
always get that too. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you look like you're such a bitch.
Yeah,
You're so
I
angry
get
all
that
the
all the
time.
time. Yeah, they say like either I'm mad or I'm sad. Like, are you okay? Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine. What's wrong on your face? Something's wrong with my face.
So we down there eating tacos, like as a shooting is going on.
Dodging bullets.
Yeah, it got crazy.
Avoiding car crash.
That was wild. But
Wasn't there a car crash in the...
So I guess in the news it said that the shooter, whoever they were shooting at was the person in the car. He was already dead, or she, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then they crashed. The car kept going. It crashed into I think, was that the Wells Fargo building?
Yeah, the building right across the street.
I think Wall Street.
Morgan building, something like that, maybe. Or?
No, because it's the garage next to, like, if you're going towards Wall Street. I mean, that Wall Street bar area.
I know how it looks. I just don't know the name of it.
I want to say it's the Wells Fargo building, or it was a Wells Fargo building. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So the car, the shooting happened, car crash. Shout out to my boy Dread God. He was on the news. He just so happened to be the next door from the taco spot we was at, and he was in Samia cookie or something like that. He was getting cookies. Like, I'm just walking to get some cookies, and I know this melee and crazy stuff happened. And check this out. Y'all check this out.
Yeah, this is one of the busiest parts of downtown. We got Wall Street right here. We have all these sports bars, and it was packed last night, even more so than it is tonight. And this is when chaos ensued right over here in this parking garage. Just days into 2024, and downtown Orlando has already seen its first deadly shooting. Sheer panic, running and screaming can be heard in every direction last night on Orange Avenue as people, like the person recording the video, knelt behind this live scooter, watching police draw their guns and surround that black Cadillac.
I was scared. I was scared for sure.
When this is told Channel 9, that's where the gunshot victim was.
Everybody paused. Like, you look around, probably firework, maybe someone engine went off, car, saying going crazy.
Wow, West down there. That's Orlando for you. I feel like the scene has changed for us. I don't know if it's my age or it's just these kids are out here bugging out.
No. I mean, well, it's a combination. Like, Orlando has changed a lot. Like, downtown Orlando is not the scene, at least for people our age now. Like after midnight, things get crazy, or like the let out, and it's all younger age.
I think it's also
People.
the age has to do with it,
Yeah.
because it could be like when we were out, our older cousins or whatever, they're probably like, this crowd is crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't think so, because they were out partying with us too. I think it's just this generation too.
Yeah. My thing is Orlando is after 8 o'clock, I'm ready trying to go back home. I like doing the daytime drinking parties, and that's I feel like small
Brunches.
scene,
I like brunches.
Yeah, and you know
Lounge.
what? We always
Go
complain.
to a good restaurant.
We complain about how Orlando closes early at 2 a.m., but could you imagine if we stayed open
That'd be
like
horrible.
after hours, like some of these other
That would be
cities and
horrible.
places? It would be crazy.
But I remember like when we first moved to Florida, Florida, it was like in 08. and we used to go downtown. It was never cop cars. They have like sections where like there are streets that are blocked out with cop cars, and they have dogs and all kinds of stuff. They didn't none of that.
There was
stuff.
cops, but not as much as
As
there
it is now. No, I mean like before there wasn't like they have sidewalks actually blocked where you have to go around and it's just weird.
And it's weird. You could tell like these kids enjoyed it too. While the shootout was happening,
yeah.
they were running
They were
like
hyped up,
like hyped up and
oh,
laughing about them,
yeah.
looking
They're
at
like,
y'all.
yo, did you get the video? Like just
It's
recording.
crazy.
It's just
It's like
yeah.
it's so insensitive, but also, I mean, I feel like that's to be expected, and it's kind of like crappy to say, but it happens in Orlando all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, every weekend is a
lately.
shootout.
Since
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Was it last year? When my daughter turned 18, we took her out. She wanted to go downtown Orlando. Yo, it was just like, it was insane then. And I was just like, there was a shoot. I think there was a kid that there was a shooting, like an hour before we got there in the pizzeria. I want to say by like, I forgot the name of those. I forgot the name of the streets.
What's up with you kids? Like you can't take your L and shoot the fair one. Like shoot your fair one. Everybody goes home and wakes up another day. Like I don't understand. Like
Yeah.
like
I feel like it's just,
Yeah,
this
quick.
generation is like more, I don't know.
lost. Like super
Lost.
lost. They don't like to take L's. Like just take your L. L's are good for you. It builds character when you take your L's. Like I
Yeah.
don't take your L. Like and that's it. And call it a day. Move on.
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't have to be in freaking jail or nothing like that. Like who wants to
Or
be?
go to jail, yeah.
Or have
Jail's
blood on your
trash.
hands. That's
That's
terrible.
that can mess up your mind after a
Yeah.
while mentally. Man. This is wild, man.
I feel like
Shoot
this generation is really lost. Like the younger generation, and like they need more of like
guidance.
guidance and like God in their life too.
Exactly why we need to do better with raising the next generation, but also stay out of places that you know that they're gonna be at acting wild.
Know your limits.
Know your limits. Know your age. Know where you belong and where you don't belong.
Speaking of knowing your limits, that goes actually into one of our topics.
I think we were last episode. We were talking about my little argument or our argument.
Yeah,
me and Dee Dee.
so bad. I was crying.
You put us on the spot last time.
Put
like that we had
yourself on the spot.
I
I
think
don't
we
even
were
know
just.
how that came up.
I don't
but-
know. We were just like we were in the flow, like definitely just like just
Yeah.
having a conversation, 3 people talking,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we just got deep. I guess, and also we're still getting to know each other. Well, me and Jenny know more, but I'm more still getting to know Freddie, and I guess it's just throwing all of our stories out there. It's just but
So yeah, the next topic is just getting to know your limits and like when is it when does loyalty fall in line with friendship and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what's the limit with your loyalty with a friend?
Okay. So, no, it's really important to know your limits, what you're willing to allow in certain relationships, friendships included. And I think like what caused me and Dee Dee's argument back then, this was already like 2 years ago, more.
I think it's
Right?
more.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not even gonna go into all the details or whatever because it was like so petty. But at the time, it was like a big deal. Basically, I was involved or dating somebody who was kind of shady, But when be with that person, they introduced me to a large group of other people. We all became friends. And naturally, what happens when there's too many personalities in the room? Things get messy. Like people know each other's secrets. Like you clash or bump heads or whatever. So there was like an incident that had happened that came out, and I found like everybody wasn't being as genuine as they should have been as a friend, And I was like, let me let it slide for the sake of the group. Be peaceful, It's not worth losing friendships over, especially if they weren't the cause of what had happened. It was more so the issue between me and my partner.
That's mature you because a lot of people don't see it that way. Sometimes people get like digmatized, and they're like, it's whatever my partner says. Like you guys are against us. You just want him.
No,
and
no.
Yeah.
I'm not like
Guys,
that. I'm not like that. I give credit where it's due. And so if you're acting like, I mean, if you're the one who's the problem, you're the problem, whether you're my partner or not, or whether it's one of my friends, I'm gonna address it how it is. But no, so I didn't like the fact like that when I brought Dee Dee and our other friend into a group, I was explaining my frustrations to them, but I was like, you know what? You always have like friends in a group where you feel closer to them compared to everybody else.
Mhm.
Like you could be more open with them or have more realer conversations, and they kind of know the real you compared to others.
Yeah.
So you bond differently. So with these two, I was like, these are my girls. I'm gonna be as open and candid as I want to be, and I'm gonna cry all my tears and my frustrations with that previous experience to them. So something had happened with my partner, like at that time, made Didi feel uncomfortable, and instead of coming to me, she told another friend, and then it just blew up.
Mm.
And I was like, why would you knew I had experienced that with the group already? We should be comfortable with each other for you to come to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because when you do it that way, and you go to the group instead of the actual person, and then that group that you
So
told.
let's rephrase. I didn't go to the group.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't go to the group. I went to our other friend
Yeah.
that she brought in. So it was always the three of us.
She told the group.
No, she told Jenny.
She told me.
Yeah.
And you know me, a hothead. I
So
blew it up.
she was kind of like in a way protecting me, like as a friend, like because she. And at one point, Jenny felt, like she felt that Jenny was blaming me for the situation or feeling some type like it's my fault, and she's like, no, this is what happened. So I felt like I didn't feel like you have to choose also when to say something to your friends too, not to make it more of a big deal. Like so, the situation it was I felt just like disrespect. I felt uncomfortable, but it wasn't to a point to where it was like I have to address this because I shut it down like real quick. It wasn't like something that I felt like you needed to know, and then you just being going through something, you telling us what just happened, and I'm like, should I even? I think I even thought of like, should I tell her? And I'm like, and then I'm just gonna put her in that that state of mind again where she shouldn't when there's nothing to be worried about.
Yeah.
But as a friend, I did apologize. Like, I should have told you. But if like me telling you, like, what would have changed?
Yeah.
Would have made it worse? Or was it better you not knowing? Because it wasn't something that was like over the line. You're disrespecting. Like, bro, like what the fuck? Like, no, it wasn't. Something that shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I mean, and the way that I am is like, no matter what, you should always feel comfortable coming to me because I like to reason about like I like to rationalize things before I explode. But if you wait and then all of a sudden, like now I feel out of control with this situation, now you're getting the raw version. Like I didn't have time to rationalize.
No,
I just
she called me. She was like, yo, what the fuck? No, I didn't say that. She was like, Didi, is it true? And I was like, what? No, wasn't nothing happened.
And then you know how, and Freddie knows because we're family, you know how I get when I feel like I'm just out of my element, I'm bothered, and I take a step back to get myself together, but I cut I
She
cut.
ghosted me.
Yes, I'm a
She
queen
blocked
ghost.
me, everything.
Queen ghost.
She blocked me for Instagram.
I was trying to find a politically correct way to call
blocked
myself
me.
a ghost. No, literally.
No,
I didn't cut her off like that, but I always, and I do this with, and it's bad. I'm not boasting myself, and I don't want anybody else to be this way either because it's probably not healthy, but I remove myself from the situation and I won't talk to nobody.
I mean, like I do that. I do the same thing when I'm feeling where I don't want to be around the certain like something that hurt me or something. I don't want to deal with it. I'll give
it time.
Ghost. Yeah, you have to because you have to like kind of like rethink things and like take time for yourself. Like, is this what the type of friendship that that I want? And and for those months I didn't talk to Jenny. I was like, oh, I lost her friend.
I do that just to gather my thoughts, and because if I attack something right there and then, the delivery is gonna be trash because it'll be too harsh, and it'll just probably like start a fight or something like that and make things worse. So and then that just make me more mad. So what I do is I give it a day or so, just like how you guys do, give it a space and then gather my thoughts and figure out how I'm gonna deliver this.
Yeah. It took months though.
Yeah, because it was she heard it. She called me. I drove to her house. I'm like banging on her bedroom door because she unlocked the door from everybody. I'm like, let me in. I gotta explain.
Yeah.
Like like I don't really go all out for friends like that. I don't really for the people that have been friends with me in the past, but I don't really go. I go out for those who I love very much, and Jenny, I love you so much, and we grew a friendship. Like it's like it's I can't it's a sisterhood. So I was like, oh no, you are not gonna. Everybody's looking at me all crazy because it was like your birthday party, and I'm like running through the living room, like I'm going to. Open the door.
Man,
I
novela,
need to
yo.
talk to you.
Speaking
It
of
was.
speaking of sisterhood, did you think it's like is it there's also a brotherhood? So what do you guys think about like gender? Was there a
Well,
male in?
like bro code
Yeah,
or
like
what we're
bro
talking about.
codes and
They
girl
get bro
code.
codes.
Uh,
Yeah, bro codes are.
Do girls got girl codes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's a girl? Before I get
First
into
of
boy
all,
codes, what's
girl
girl code?
codes don't. Hello, for the main one, don't date my ex or like try to date my current, situation, man or whatever.
Hmm.
I mean, like, I don't know. What's the second one? You go with the second one.
I would say don't share my dirty laundry. Like if I express something to you that's not for you to go tell somebody else. Like if I confide in you, like every girl has that. Like you can have two best friends, one best friend naturally is gonna know more than the next one.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, just sharing your like deepest.
if I tell best friend one thing, don't just automatically assume because we're all best friends that you have the liberty to go.
See, that was a
share.
lesson learned that I had to.
Yeah,
Because I had messed up one point, but I didn't think it was a secret. It's
Yeah.
like it's obvious, like
Yeah.
Eh,
Girls, you guys are not really good with your codes though, because
Why?
No, I am.
What do you
I'm-
mean?
women are not really good with their codes. They
I
really.
mean, not with that other second one.
Yeah, that
It's
second-
a learning. You know what? It's a learning curve because it's like
Yeah.
you're learning how to be friends with some. Like you don't
Yeah.
really. There's no rule book. There's no guidebook. Like don't like you. It's like a learning experience, like a life experience. Like you have to go through these friendships and then break up with them and then like know what not to do and what not to say and what did you do, what they might not like. You don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like, but once you like at our age, like come
Yeah.
on, like there's no excuses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts. So when I say me as a guy, say you got a guy in the guy that's your friend that you introduced to me, I expect him to have certain amount of guy code. Say he sees me out with some other woman and I'm cheating, I feel like he has it in him to just stay quiet about it. Don't even say anything.
Hold on, but he's my friend.
He's your
And,
friend.
I know he better.
Wait,
ask.
wait,
hold on,
wait,
hold on.
wait.
No, wait. So me and you dating, instance, right? And then he's my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell no, he better tell me what's up.
No, he's not allowed to.
But you know what? My guy friends would.
That
But
is
my guy
such
friends would actually
a-
approach you at that time, at that point in time.
Okay,
And I will bring them here.
That I'm okay with. Because he's allowed to confront
He
me.
will confront you.
He's allowed to do that. That's part of the code. Like, yo, fam, what are you doing? This, that. I'm not gonna tell Dee Dee, but bro, come on, clean it up. Like I just caught you. I could have been with her. Like, I respect that. But as far as going back and telling you, he could check me. But as far as going back and telling you, he's not allowed to do that during
So
on a guy code.
is that why men don't allow their women to have guy friends?
Most
They don't want us to have guy friends because, from the men that I know in my life, they say that men only want one thing from us.
That is very true, but the guys don't know. We do make the mistake of sleeping with our friends that are women. Guys don't know, not to go on a tangent about that, but they don't know how much it benefits you to actually have that girlfriend just as like the sisterhood, like your give her the sister. She could be the prettiest girl in the world, but if you look at her like a sister, it benefits you at the end of the day because that's the perfect wingman. Well, wing woman in this instance.
That's what I'm saying. Like I hear like, guys can't be friends with girls. I have two homeboys, and I was their wingman. Like I really was. Or like if they wanted to like hook up with one of the other, if they met a girl and then their friend was like being difficult or whatever, like yo D, just go talk to her, like just have a conversation, give her distracted or whatever, and then let him like finish what he has to do or whatever. That was it's good, but a lot of guys, they be like, oh no, guys, they only want one thing, and then our man, they don't want us to have like because it's like, why? In my head, I would think it's not because all men want one thing. It's because either you're doing something skeevy when you're out with your friends that are girls or something. Like, I don't know. It's probably like a mindset.
I thought it was that if you had a guy friend and you were to express things or tell your guy friend about what's going on in your relationship, he might add the male perspective and be like, he's playing you.
Yeah.
Like,
that's true. That's true.
That's
right?
how I learned too.
Yeah.
Like, I would literally sit there and they'll be like, I'll be like, oh, don't you have a date? I'm like, yeah, but I'm waiting for this one girl. Like, she's like, mad. I haven't like smashed or anything, and she's like mad difficult. Like, I'll hit her up, she ghosts me, so I'm waiting for her. So she said she might be free tonight. So I'm gonna cancel my date with the other girl because I already, like been with that, and I just want to get something, be with this girl that's like like making me wait, like like just wanting more. I don't know. It was just like what? And in my head, like now, like I'd be thinking like when I date guys, I'd be like. Like in my head, like I'll think about what my boys be doing or what they say. Like it is good. It's like knowledge.
See,
too. Like,
y'all messing up the bro code. Don't be saying what you be doing. Just
it's
give
not even them saying it. It's not even. It's also like just looking, like seeing what the hell they're doing.
Give them advice. Just give them advice, but don't give too much. Say I do this and I do
How
that, so
about-
I know he's doing this.
How about we just all be loyal and be honest? Like, don't be involved with people when you know you're not ready to be exclusive. And then
okay.
it avoids all these codes,
That's
like
true.
the code having.
But
That's
you know
true.
what too is I've heard that the guys, if they're with someone, but they still want to do their, be out there doing their thing, but they don't want to lose the person that they have at home.
That's selfish.
Yeah.
Right.
That's very selfish. Like, and if you're gonna be dating, tell me. We both could be dating. I could be on a date the same time you're on a
it's
date.
No, they don't
different.
want you talking. They don't want you dating. They don't want you doing anything. They want you.
No, it's different for men and
you
women.
stay there.
Because for women to be out there dating, and that you guys are different from from men. I'm sorry, it's a difference. You guys get too attached. In order for you to,
You mean emotionally
Ooh.
attached?
yeah,
Yes.
it's different. It's when a guy does it, he could be disattached from the moment.
But the thing is, I feel like you can date platonically where, I'm enjoying another person of the opposite sex company. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna go somewhere. So why can't I be on a platonic date with a guy who happens to be attractive?
What do you mean?
Like
but you're in a
friends.
relationship.
No, but I'm saying like, okay, if you meet two people and guy wants to do his own thing, but still have his girl, like basically cake and eat it too. Break that. Why don't you just establish the friendship or be honest and be like, hey, I like you, but I want to see other people. I want to date around. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's different.
Oh yeah. So I don't know.
Okay.
It's simple. Yeah, they're gonna agree. To
But
that.
I'm saying, like, why can't you do that instead
But they
of
won't.
automatically going into
But
cheating?
we always tell them like, why don't you
you
be?
know?
Because then it's like, because they'll say like, let's be honest. We say, oh, just be honest with me. Do you want to date somebody else? Like, what do you want to do? Like, what? But the minute that they are, we flip out.
Not me.
Yeah.
I respect and I appreciate and I love honesty. Like, I would respect so much for a guy to tell me that, but like, I want to see other people. Cool.
But like, is it
Let me
like
date other
right
people.
when the beginning of the relationship, or like now you're like in the relationship? And
I don't care at what
And
point.
do you
everything-
ghost them after they tell you that too?
Probably.
Yeah, see, that's what we don't want.
No,
Yeah.
but no,
Of
I mean,
course
it
you're gonna
just,
get ghosted.
it just depends on whatever my intentions are at that moment and, whatever I'm looking for. But I mean, I'm not the best to give this type of talk
neither.
about because I've been in long-term
I haven't been
relationships.
in relationships.
I've been in long-term relationships. I'm like, I haven't gotten to experience the whole dating thing, but
Oh yeah, it's not fun.
See,
I
wh-
mean,
when you-
fully.
See, when you first brought it up, I thought you were talking about dating somebody seriously and really liking this person, and then saying, "Hey, let's both date different and be mutual about it and
That's
just
a thing,
mature."
though. That's
That's
open
what I was
relation-
thinking about.
that's a
That's what I was
thing.
saying. I
That
was
is
like, what the
not
hell?
That's
a
the thing.
thing.
It's called open relationships. Not that I'm endorsing it.
Oh,
I'm
it
not saying
sounded
I
like
want-
you was for a second. I
I
don't know.
understand. Like, I understand if it's like the beginning of you guys just like freshly talking or whatever.
hell yeah.
But now you're like deep in relationship. You're telling me that you want to do what? Oh, no, I'm gonna flip out. Yeah, like I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah,
But
sure,
what's
let's
the
try
okay?
it.
But how is that worse than let me go cheat and if you find out about it?
Because like cheating is not just cheating. It's like you're breaking my trust.
Okay, that's what I'm saying though. So how
It's like,
how
what?
is it worse that if you have a partner that comes and says, hey, like is honest, whether they're all the way in, you've been with this person for 5-6 years, and they come to you and tell you, hey, I love you as a person, whatever, but I don't see this as like it's not going where it needs to go. It's not feeding my spirit. I want to date other people. Why is that worse than okay, now, let me not even say that. I'm not going to have that conversation with my partner. Even though I feel that way, I'm just going to go cheat.
Not-
And it.
Not everybody's mature. They, like how you said earlier, everybody's selfish. Not everybody. So a lot of people are just selfish, and what they do is they're not mature enough to do that. Like they just
To do
doesn't-
what? To have an open relationship?
To be honest.
Yeah, to
No,
be
to
just
be
to be
honest.
Just to
Okay.
be honest, a lot of women are not like you. They'll go and start going crazy. Like, what do you mean? No, we're together forever, and this is what it is going to be like, whether you like me or not.
Yeah,
And
no,
then-
not like that.
Yeah, and I had relationships like that.
Right.
And so,
Yeah, no.
so
And I know women. I know women can be like that. That that's like a natural trait. But
I mean, it's like a reaction.
But at the same time, the way that I've always thought about it is, why am I gonna beg this person to want to be with me? Why am I gonna like fight for this person to like me? There's so many people in the world. I'll find somebody who literally
You
like.
have that one person out there that you would probably beg for. He's out there. You probably haven't met
You
him
know
yet,
what?
but
It's different, and
I don't know. I'm always like, oh, okay, say less.
yeah, I guess it's different. Like with me, like being a single mom of 2 kids, and then being in a relationship, you know, if this person doesn't want to be with you, you feel that like why?
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then you start to feel like it's harder because now you have kids. You don't be dating out, randomly and bringing. I never brought anyone around my kids, just one person. But it's
Your kids are grown. Now's the time.
I know.
To
I'm
date.
talking about like before, but
Yeah.
now I don't feel like dating. But but it's different. Like you say, yeah, like but like you said, you haven't really dated.
I've had
and
my
it's the
date.
same.
I've had my
But yeah, like
fair
that
share of
one
dates, but
where
not
he
like.
said,
Yeah.
what'd you say? He's like that the one that you will find that will want to.
Yeah,
want
he's
to-
out there.
he's
Everybody.
There's that one that you be like,
Where
whatever-
you at?
where
you-
Like,
there is that one.
You would never leave me.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah.
like, we had this connection. What do you mean?
We will die together.
You want to see other people? Like, can I go?
Yeah,
No,
he's out there.
I always, I don't know, the people that I have dated though, they are very emotionally unstable, and I don't even know how.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
no, like I don't even know how. Like,
I would hate to be your ex, yo.
why?
I'm sorry,
I'm
to
so
go off
not-
topic.
I
Okay,
think I'm a nice
so
ex.
Jenny had. Can I say?
What? Go
We will
ahead.
be working out. She was dating, or talking to somebody.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
All right, so and she's like, "Oh my God, he's crying again." I'm like, "What do you mean he's crying?" Like,
Oh.
And he.
I know.
I was like,
I know what
when
you
you say emotional, I'm like,
I
"Oh
know.
my gosh, I
That
remember."
bothered me.
I know who
so
you're
bad.
talking about. She told me about this person.
No, but for everything he would
Yeah.
cry. Like I would not want to. I
Man.
can't. I wouldn't be. I'm sorry. Like I need to be with a man. Like I can't be. You crying for every
First
little thing.
Well, let me just say this. He was very I guess in tune with my emotions, and he actually like really cared, so like amazing person. Probably like there were a couple things that, if I don't know, if it was a different time, different
Nah,
world,
because you
whatever,
would tell me. You
we
would tell
would've
me
been
like
perfect.
things that he'll cry about. I'd be like,
That was a long time ago.
No.
But yeah.
it would have been perfect, but you can't cry more than me.
that's
like,
what I'm
and I
saying.
barely
But then
cry.
I'll be like, why is he crying? And she'll tell me why, and I'll be like, bro,
Yeah, I
like grow
don't
up.
know.
Like what? What are you crying
Yeah.
for? I honestly, I'll be so uncomfortable if a man's actually crying in front of me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to do because I never had.
And some women would actually like that and would lie out their mouth and say they were like an emotional man. But there's, like I always say in every podcast,
I do
there's a
like-
balance.
You want?
No,
I have
yes,
to have a
yes.
balance. I can't be. I have. We're emotional as it is. I can't
Yeah.
have my partner be emotional too. Like what the hell? We're not gonna accomplish anything. Cry for every little thing, or just
Yeah.
overreacting for everything.
But maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe like maybe I'm equally as emotional. I just don't express it. Like I
Yeah.
just get through things because that my whole life I've been having to like.
No, but you know what it is? You do sometimes.
Hustle
You
through
also
stuff.
hold it in, and then when you do, it's like, bro, are you okay?
And then I won't cry again for another 10
Yeah.
months probably.
Your face gets mad red.
Yeah, Jenny gets like
Yeah.
that one, like, bro, you don't even know what to do. You're like, bro, you okay?
Yeah.
Like, you just want to be like, you want a tissue?
It's like a monumental moment when you
Yeah.
see a tear fall from my eyes because.
Oh my God. Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. I don't even know. I'm over here talking about like guys and dating. I haven't dated in like, I've been celibate for 3 years.
Word, that's crazy.
3 years, yeah.
I went 11 months
No, wait,
celibate
I'm
because of
lying.
COVID.
3 years in March.
Mhm.
Celibate.
Yeah, I've been celibate 11 months, and it was during COVID time, and that was a dark time.
But what?
Cause
He was emotionally estranged. He was so like, I don't know.
it was
You're
dark.
not-
It
he's
was
not-
dark and foggy.
Yeah,
I need.
He was like depressed.
Oh,
I
wait,
need-
was
I
this
need
the cousin
touch.
that you would tell us about during COVID? 'Cause
Oh, word.
not in a bad way. No,
What?
not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Because I remember Jenny telling me about, you remember you were telling, like, oh, I'm worried about one of my cousins. Like, he's, like, isolated from the whole family. And he hasn't really been, I don't know if it was him, though.
I know what you talk. I think I
Like,
might know.
I
what
think he
you're
feels a
talking
little bit
about.
lost because of COVID.
That's not
Because
me.
he told me, like, his business is slowed. I don't know. Was it him? That his business is slowed down. He's not doing what he wants.
Probably is.
Maybe
me.
it
That
was.
sounds
Yeah,
like
that kinda
me.
sounds
That
like
sounds
you.
like me. That sounds
So
about
I'm
right.
like, when I thought about it, I'm like, maybe it
I
was
was worried about you. Look at that. I have
Yeah.
emotions.
Yeah, because I
See.
remember telling me and our other friend, you're like, yeah, I feel like, and I'm like, oh, what's going
Yeah.
on? I'm like, maybe reach
Yeah.
out to him.
COVID was a dark time, but
It
was weird. It was weird, but I need touch. I need a woman's touch. 11 months without a woman's touch, that shit drove me nuts. That was a wild time. Let's not even talk about it. I'm gonna get emotional.
You start crying.
I'm gonna start
I'm
crying.
gonna throw this mic at you. You start crying. Man up.
Me, I'm not me as far as partners go. Like I had an emotional partner, had emotional partners that were very emotional. I'm cool with you crying, but let it be for a reason. Let it be for something.
Yeah.
Cry
But
for
there
don't
be
cry
like
for
emotional,
everything.
but like with tears, but also like emotional, like angry emotion.
No, I'm talking about cry tears.
for everything?
Cry tears. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna stop it, but do it for a reason. Don't just do it for like any like something
Yeah.
dumb, and you'd be like, "Yo, what is wrong with you? Hey, something wrong with you? Are you okay?" Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I attract locals though. That's my.
I think you do.
That's my
'Cause
thing.
Remember going back to episode 1, you were like, "Oh yeah, these Geminis dated." I'm like, "What the? Where'd you find these Geminis?" 'Cause you be saying like we're so bad. I'm like, you
Yo,
probably dated the wrong
me
ones.
and the Geminis never went too far.
No, I think you went to the wrong ones.
It lasts. Me and Geminis, we are good for the like at max 3 months. After 3 months, you guys get crazy.
Oh my god!
What?
She just had like a epiphany.
Every guy, like the last guys that I dated, it only lasts like 3 to 4 months.
See,
Oh shit.
Geminis, what's wrong with you?
But I don't go crazy. I don't know.
Get crazy, a little crazy. Just a minute.
No, I
It's
don't
good.
think I don't go crazy.
Un poquito
I don't Jenny
loquita,
no
un
more.
poquito
I don't feel
loquita.
crazy.
I think I don't know. You I don't know.
I think
You should know yourself.
I
You
think
need
I
to know
put too
yourself.
much. I put too much pressure on myself in keeping the relationship, and I think I
Yeah,
tried too hard.
that's what it is. Like, and I tried to like help her with that because I'm like, I've had long relationships. I get attached to people. Obviously, I wouldn't have been in long relationships if I wasn't attached.
You guys
but
get clingy.
it's a way of
No, I
going.
do.
Yeah. Oh, see, I didn't even know you like that. I just met Didi
No,
too.
I do. I get attached if I'm talking
Yeah.
to somebody. Like I want to talk to him. You know, that's my person. Like that's.
I don't. I like space. Like that keeps it alive for me because
Keeps
it's
it
like
fresh,
I'm
too.
I'm busy.
Okay, no way.
You're
There's a
probably
difference of
busy.
being attached and then like not, always like want to be on the phone. No. Like I mean, like I get, like I already like I'm falling for this person, like in a way.
Fast.
How do you show that?
So I don't show it a lot up front. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not very like, oh my god, I like you. Like I'm there for them, or like I'll say like, hey, like, but I'm not too like eager because I don't want to scare them away.
So you're not overbearing?
No.
See, that's what I mean by clingy. They're very
No.
overbearing.
So like like me. Okay, clingy. I probably used the wrong word, but I get emotional. I guess emotionally attached to the person. That's what it is. I don't get clingy.
How does she show it? You know?
Well, no, because I feel like a lot of times, like when Didi gets involved with somebody and she'll tell us, we'll get so excited, like, oh my God, how's it
Overthink
going? And then we try, like, she overthinks and then she asks for advice and we're trying to like help her through it. But then when we ask her, she'll be like, oh my God, it's going great. Yeah. Like you would think that it's like a mutual thing. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh my God, the person switched up on me, or they don't really like it's her giving more of herself than the other person giving of themselves.
Okay.
So
I guess that's a good way.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So and then like you don't give it up. You still fight for that relationship basically for a
Yeah,
little
because
bit
she's
too
like,
long.
if I've been this great, why aren't you reciprocating?
Maybe
Yeah. Well, the one last person I dated, like he told me that he liked me. He wanted like spending time, but I didn't say anything back. Because about that point I got afraid. I was like, I don't want to scare them off either. Because I still felt it was too soon to show my emotions, so I don't show it right away.
She gets nervous, and like I think she thinks that people aren't going to respond well to the intensity of her character, but it's like you gotta just be you, and you know the right people will like you for the right
No,
reasons.
that's
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's taken me 2 years to realize like I had to like learn myself and just be me and not try to be someone that I feel like that person needs or wants.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're literally like setting yourself up for failure, and that person
and
too.
that's what I did. Yeah.
They'll be doing you a favor when you show yourself and they leave. Be like, okay, cool. I know it's probably gonna hurt you, but like, damn, I was really feeling that person. But they're actually doing you a favor at the end of the day.
No, they are.
Rather
Yeah.
you fighting for something that's
Because I had to like
Exactly.
actually wake
Trash.
up and then know what is it that I'm doing, because it's like I've been wanting to have that. what girl doesn't want to have that happily ever after
Facts.
Cinderella?
Yeah, no, we all
Fairy
want
tale,
it.
you know what
Or
I'm saying?
man. Or
Yeah,
man.
we all-
Yeah,
we
so
all
we all
want
want
it.
that.
it's you
Yeah.
know, like me going, like I always, that's what I wanted, but now it's like I'm in a different place now. You know, it's not what I'm looking for anymore. If it happens, it happens. I'm not forcing it. You know, and it's just, this is me.
Let it
Like
fall.
me for me, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I do this, I like this, just to impress you anymore. Because I used to do that a lot, but no.
That's good.
Know your limits. Know what
Yeah.
you're willing to give to other people.
Yeah, definitely.
Limits, man. That's all. It's all.
It's all about once you isolate yourself from everybody,
Mm-hmm.
you
Do
learn a
self-
lot.
yeah.
Yeah,
You do self-reflecting.
Yeah,
do
you
do some ghosting. Ghosting is good for
Yo,
people and yourself. Do some good ghosting.
Ask me if you need help. I'm a
Yeah.
queen of ghosting.
Yo, me too. Like I know how to block and delete where there's like there's no way for them to even try to contact you.
Oh no. See, I like to keep them there, just to
Me
like,
too.
just so you know, I know that you're looking, and just act like you never existed. Like you're just looking, and I'm not even looking back. I'm not looking at your story, nothing, but I see you looking. I see you looking. Just so you know.
And every time you look, you're gonna find me thriving.
Yeah. You're gonna feel the
Yeah.
dolor of me succeeding. Yeah.
I don't even care if they want to, if they see me thriving or not. Like I don't. Yeah, you're done.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
box.
And
Goodbye.
sometimes
That's a
like,
good thing.
and sometimes that
Yeah.
gives you bad. How they say it? Malos ojo? How they say it? The
Malo.
Mal de ojo.
yeah.
Maldejo doing what?
Like,
I said it wrong.
to translate the bad eyes, like people just envy the
Evil eye.
evil eye.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I know.
Yeah. For those who believe in that.
Went on a little loop there, but
Damn.
Little tangent.
a little tangent. But no, Didi, do you feel like maybe with the people that you've dated or even friends, like your expectations of those relationships are a little too high or what?
Oh yeah, definitely. They were, because it would be like, oh, I want this in a person, but then I'll expect them to call me every day, or like
And
Just-
you get mad when they don't.
I would just feel weird. Like, or if
No.
they don't text me, I'm already assuming the worst. Like, oh, they're talking to somebody else, or they're doing something else, or
You say that in your mind, you confront them about it.
no, in my mind, I'm not gonna like
In her mind first,
No,
and
I
then
would
she
never.
confronts.
Yeah, I would never. It would have to be like a.
Let's be real on the podcast, yo.
Yeah, let's
I'm
be-
being real.
let's
Like,
be
Okay.
genuine.
It cannot be. No, it's. I'm not gonna say it the right way. Like if it's like now it's been like 2 weeks and you doing the same shit. No, like yo, what's up? What's good? Like what you doing?
You're already checking them in 2 weeks in.
Not 2 weeks in the relation. I'm saying like
2 weeks after the
like,
acting
after they
weird.
start acting weird, like they stop. Yeah, because
okay,
it's like you don't text me in the morning anymore, or like you're not checking up on like, oh, what are we planning on a date? Like, you know, just
Yeah. It
And
starts slowing
I-
down.
yeah, like I expect them to be there, like to help me with things, or like, you know, if I need help with
So
something.
she expects the continuum. Like she
Yeah.
like if you started with this
Consistency.
energy, like up to
consistency,
here,
yeah.
it has to be like that the whole way
If your
through.
consistency starts like if it starts dropping, I already know something's up, or like it starts changing, not dropping. What am I saying?
The thing is,
It
we
starts changing.
us men, we like to court you guys and do all these things, hold the door and do all these things to make you like us, and then eventually that dies
That's what
away.
I'm saying. So that we do. So that women do the same thing. But the minute we're the real, you know, us, it's a issue or problem. Same. So like, guys, like just if you don't want to hold the freaking door, just say you don't want to hold the damn door. Like you know, don't hold all these like dating, like be all these like having all these expectations, like or just like oh for you know open the door for you, do this, and then you start changing it up.
See, not to make me sound like I'm gonna sound like a shithead anyway when I say the story, but my longest relationship, our first date was the worst, and I let it be known this is who. If you stay with me after this date, then you know
you
what you got
do?
yourself into.
you do?
So first date. I took her to BBQs like in Times Square. It's a decent restaurant, but
I love BBQ.
yeah, fire. I like BBQ. So I took her, got my, it was the Henny, whatchamacallit, the Henny.
Henny Rita?
No, it was some Henny drink they had.
Oh.
It was popping back then. But I haven't went there in a minute. I don't even know if they still got BBQs. I haven't been in Times Square in years.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Times Square, but they have BBQ. Well, the last time I was like
Henny wings. They had the Henny wings. That was popping.
Oh,
yeah. So I used to kill
the
those.
spicy ones.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
So I
gonna
got
have
the
it.
Henny wings. It was popping. So I took her there. Boom, boom. I went ahead and I complimented the waiter in front of her. I was like, "Oh, you pretty." Blah blah blah. Da, 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 da.
What the
Yes.
Wait,
I would have been like,
wait, hold on.
well,
I
honestly,
mean,
hold
this,
on. Like, how,
the-
in a way, like,
yeah,
how did you do it?
say
Yeah,
it?
was
How'd
it
you say
flirting
it?
or it was just like,
No,
oh,
no, it wasn't flirty because that's the way I am. I looked at the waiter and I look. Oh, she's because I like she was pretty too. So I told my date that first date it's gonna be like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? But that's just the way I am. I meant it genuinely. I
But I
didn't
don't mean
mean
like
it.
if you were saying like flirty wise. Or,
No,
like,
it
trying to
wasn't.
hit on
It
her.
wasn't flirty. It wasn't flirty because
I don't
you know
think
my
that's
style,
fine.
more laid back. So I was
Yeah,
just like,
it's
oh,
not-
blah blah blah, and like it was just like, oh, you're pretty, blah blah blah, and she was already like red flag. What
Okay,
the
hold
hell?
on. For one, you said your date was in New York, so you dating a New Yorker.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
That-
she was from Jersey, so but
hello,
same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
So
like,
yeah, so blah.
You know we hotheads, so like,
Yeah.
yeah, them. Yeah.
So I did that. That was the first red flag. Boom. But then we, then
I
we,
love you're like putting out your own red flags. Love that.
yeah,
Yeah.
red flag. So then, we go on a date. We went to see like Batman movie. I ended up falling asleep to that Batman movie
Oh my
that I picked out. That she didn't even like Batman. I went and fell asleep during that during the whole
Please tell me
movie.
she left. Even though we were there.
No, she stayed.
Wow.
She stayed. What was the other red flag? I did some other stuff. I also tried to like sleep with her the first date. And she was just like, "Yo, what is wrong with this guy?"
You
I
have
was
a
like,
lot of
I was
nerve.
trying to.
Yeah, you-
Complimenting with the
Falling
waitress,
asleep on the date
falling
in the
asleep,
movie.
like, and
Yeah.
then you think you're gonna get something.
Yeah,
It's wild.
yeah. I
That's
didn't.
really
I mean, it's a week later. I ended up getting some. Well, maybe 2 weeks later. I don't remember. I don't know. But
Well,
it was a long time
that's
ago.
a question I wanted to ask.
But yeah, it happened, and next thing you know, we were together for 8 years after that date.
Oh.
So I started it off shitty. So we're going uphill from now.
So no, so everything you do after that, it has to be good.
It's
because-
good.
Yeah,
It's-
I mean, if every day after that was like the same, like, I'm
No,
saying,
no,
like,
no, no. I'm not that.
So
that
no, so then
shitty.
after that bad date, you upped your game.
Yeah, up my game. Yeah.
I see what I'm saying.
But that's
So
what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying, like, up your game, but like if you're gonna like present yourself being a certain way, then stay that way
Yeah,
throughout
no.
the relationship.
So you wanted me to stay shitty then? Like,
No, not stay shitty. I'm talking about like,
I'm fucking with you.
stupid.
But
So I
just
did want to ask you a question though.
Tell me,
'cause,
yeah.
So with men, okay, so just your opinion. So if a girl gives it up too fast, do you have respect for that girl and then continue want to date her, or if she holds out, do you want to take the time to get to know her, see if she'll put out eventually?
me personally, I go with the vibe. So if the vibe is really good and I really
Thank
like
God,
you,
yeah.
and we do it on the first date, and there's the vibe is there, like I really like you, I'm rocking with it.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's such a like old school mentality that
Yes.
you can't do that. Like, first of all, we're adults, we're grown, you know, like it has to be the vibe. Like, don't just go giving it up to anybody. You have to be careful who you mix your energies with.
Yeah.
You know, like don't create soul ties with just random people.
Facts.
But at the same time, is if you feel it and you really like that person, and that person really likes you, why not? Who cares? Why does it have to be like a 30 date like a rule book?
Yeah.
You know?
And then again, like I had first night, I had one night stands, which I cannot do that anymore. It's terrible. It feels terrible. Like
Higher.
then
Remember,
no,
I
I'm
asked him,
telling.
you had a one night stand. He said he never did. We were on this couch. He said you never did.
I don't
For
remember.
real?
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah, you did.
No, I had
Yes, you did.
plenty
He said
of
he
them.
never had one night stands.
No, I had a lot of
No,
one
I
night
think
stands.
he said that he doesn't do like the
Probably
like,
don't do it
that-
anymore.
Like no, I think what he said was like that he doesn't just ghost them afterwards. Like
Yeah.
I think it was that. That
I
was
don't
the
go. I don't
conversation.
ghost the one night stands.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of stayed.
Was it that?
Yeah, it was
I
that.
think it was that.
Let's
Yeah,
go back.
Yeah.
me though, like. I mean, the reason why I'm like that's so like who cares? Like, why is that even a thing? Like body count conversation,
I
you
don't
know.
ask that body.
Like-
Oh my god!
Like-
It's like it is an old school mentality, like or whatever.
And
like,
I'm
they want to
saying,
know, like
I'm
why you want to
saying
know.
that I'm saying that as a woman who's been in long-term relationships, I don't have like, but at the same time, if I know a girl who does, why are you pressing her for that? I don't know. And like the whole thing about like the date thing, like, oh, don't do it on the first date. I did it on the first date once, and I ended up getting married to that person. So
Oh, wow.
you know, like.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It
If you-
worked out.
If you
Yeah.
if you catch a vibe, I see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. But as far as body count goes, I would never ask a woman her body count.
I think anything that's in the
you-
past should stay in the past.
You just a real man will know your body count. By chilling with you after a while, I'm gonna know your body count without even. I'm
Yeah,
judging you. I'm
just the
sorry,
vibe,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna judge you after your vibe and be like, yeah, her body count, she over 20, over 30. Yeah, I know. Like you could
The
feel
way,
it.
like, her mannerisms or
Just the way the person is. You could tell by the personality, and sometimes you guys tend to talk too much. You guys tend to tell on yourselves without
share too much.
share too much, but not even
Yeah.
saying. You don't even have to say that you did this, and the third. I'll put two and two together and be like, you like I remember things, and you tell on yourself without telling on yourself.
Yeah.
So that I'm really good at that. Like I'm kind of like how Black Widow was like in the first Avengers. Not to nerd out everybody, but it's just like, oh, he's telling me everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like and the guy was saying something else, and he's like, "What do you mean? I didn't tell you anything." He says, "Yes, you are." Kind of like that. Like you'll say things, and I remember that you told me. So I have an elephant memory. So I remember you said something 2 weeks ago, and I put it in like, but that doesn't add up to that. But you're probably saying that because it. And then I calculate and I get all the numbers like over my head. That's just the way I am. That's a real man, the experienced man will know the
Yeah.
body count. But it's corny to ask for body counts. It's just whack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
It's corny, yeah.
We went on a tangent again. Let's loop back around to lowering our expectations. So,
Lower.
as far as people goes, going to places, going to things, like as far as people goes, with lowering my expectations, we're like relationships. I don't really expect anything from anyone. I go in thinking this is just a person I'm meeting. I'm not expecting anything. I fall back because I don't know, because men, we get a heartbroken one time. And then that's all we need.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of men, we just fall back. Some men give chances and give themselves their all, like your emotional man that you have. But as for me, I had one broken heart situation, and after I'd never been the same. So I just kind of fall back. I had lowered my expectations with everybody, so I'm not disappointed. So I just have like some sort of like wall.
Yeah.
So I have a wall, but it's not like a toxic wall. It's like the wall breaks a little bit, and then but if something happens, I have like a number. Like I don't feel it as much as if you do something to disappoint me. I don't feel it as much.
Yeah.
It's like a block. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's where you are. I'm gonna put you in there.
That's a growth in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's like once you know not to expect anywhere, even like a job, like don't hold expectation of anything, because that way you won't be disappointed.
I feel like I'm kind of like that. Like I'm open-minded to a lot of things. Nothing really surprises me in jobs, relationships, or whatever. Like I like to, wherever this goes, it goes. Like, but I do get upset. I'll get upset. Like, oh damn, like I had high expectations. It didn't meet what I thought it was like gonna be. So that bothers me, but I don't always express it.
Yeah.
I'll just
I'll
regroup.
doing that. Yeah, I stopped doing that after being like always disappointed, and then it makes you feel like your life isn't going anywhere. You're stuck, and it's like it makes you it does make you doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and it's like it put me in a dark place at one point. And I was just like, I can't do this. Like I need to change. Like it's something that you have this. Because if you keep holding from everybody anything that happens in your life, you're just
no, literally,
gonna
like
be disappointed.
Life is way too unpredictable, and you can fall into a deep depression, thinking that your life is supposed to check certain boxes. Because who knows? Like we have to let go of expectations at some point.
It's good for you. It's good for your soul. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are many life occurrences.
Listen, every day something happens. Like this week, my daughter her tire, flat tire or whatever. I'm like, all right, I gotta call AAA or whatever. They came, switched her, put a donut on. She's taking my car now. So I'm like, all right.
I have a good story like with an accident too. Literally, shows how. I guess this goes with experience. One time, I had a friend that crashed a car. So everybody's panicking. He's crying. I'm looking around. And at the time we had two kids that were with us. Not kids, but they were like 17, 16. Well, kids. But they were underage drinking. So I'm looking. I'm scoping out the whole scenery. And I'm like, whoa. And he just vandalized with the thing he crashed into. He just vandalized this whole like middle area of this like section of this neighborhood. So I'm looking I'm like, yo, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, all right, I'm the only one in the right mind. Everybody else is panicking and stuff like that. So I went right to like calling, all right, calling the tow truck. Boom, 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 boom. We're here. Come get us. Bum, bum, bum. Everybody else is crying. I'm like, you toss the liquor to the other side. You do this. You do this. You do this. You sit down. You wasn't even here. Go sit on the bench. You were waiting by the bus stop. We was you. Blah blah blah. Right when the boy, the underage kids sit by the bus stop, and we're in the side waiting for the tow truck comes, boom, takes the car away, and right when we're pulling up, the cop comes.
Wow.
If I didn't say, yo, do this and while everybody's crying and started panicking like everybody else,
Yeah.
we would have probably all been arrested or got in trouble,
Absolutely.
got
Oh, of
tickets.
course, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean,
it-
it's good that you were able to stay level-headed and like rationalize the whole situation.
You have to
Or-
do
Yeah.
that sometimes.
After, like, yeah. It's like after just having like so many disappointments, just like accidents, anything.
Yeah.
You get to a point where you just get numb to certain situations. You're like, oh, I got into an accident. Oh, okay.
Mhm,
Like
yeah.
me losing my wallet. Like, oh, I have to replace all my cards and stuff. Like, it's not big.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. You know,
It comes with experience,
because
man.
it's like, why stress yourself out? You're just gonna make yourself miserable and then have an attitude the whole day, and then you're just gonna bring it upon everybody else that's around you.
Yeah.
And
Life's too
sneak
short.
it in it too. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Say a prayer every day, you know, God got you. If he meant to you for you to lose your wallet, it's because you acting up or something. You know, I feel like everything's meant when anything that happens like throughout the day, I feel like it's meant to happen. And it's like maybe like you're in a bad situation or something, and for you to reflect and you're like, okay, am I overreacting over something so dumb? You know, like why am I
Yeah.
gonna get upset about it? And just
Yeah.
like move on.
That's the thing with relationships is just like I don't know if I mentioned this on this podcast before. It's just like you women tend to like just
Why you
argue
always gotta say you women?
because I never dealt with
Why do you
men.
say like you women in a relationship? What if it's like you men overreact?
Yeah,
It
nah,
makes
hey,
sense.
yo, pause.
He can't speak from that.
I can't speak from that angle. I'm sorry, but yeah, you guys tend to like. I lost my train of thought. Hold me a second.
Overreact.
You said
Yeah,
argue.
you guys tend to like overreact with certain things, and I'm just like, why are you crying for something so small and so like minuscule? And I'm like, is this really the issue? No, this is not really
It's, like,
issue. What
underlying
happened
stuff.
was,
Built up and stuff.
blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so why don't we just talk about that? And then we can, because right now I think you're crazy. You're crying because I dropped milk in the kitchen. What's going on? Like,
Oh man.
so you guys got to just be
Built
more,
up.
a little bit more clear and less,
I mean, like
less
I think it
loquita.
all bases off communication in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
we,
not,
we
you can't
always talk
put
about
it on
that.
us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
relationship. There's two.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying.
Communication.
We always talk about communication. That's,
And then we like suck at
Communication.
it.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
I was horrible with it. Like it'd be like socks. Like my ex, I don't know, hated it. I don't know why. Never put the socks with the dirty clothes. Like why you always had like a little pile for the socks behind the door, the bathroom door. Always.
Was that the issue though?
Like
Was
no,
that
but
the
it
that
used
would
to
really
get
drive
issue
me
in
that
hand?
would,
crazy.
that would get on my nerves.
Because I'm
That
like, why
will-
don't you put
yeah.
the dirty socks with the dirty clothes? Because they're socks. What? They're still dirty. It's clothes. Like they all
Yeah.
Was
get
he
washed together.
was he re-wearing his socks or something?
No,
like,
he would just put it in his.
that's
And every
weird.
time I opened the bathroom door, and then one day it was just like, I had finished doing laundry, like everything was clean, and then like I go to the bathroom, I open the door, I can't open it all the way. I'm like, why? There's a pile of socks, and then
You know
That
what
would get me grouchy.
You know what I can't stand with you guys? I used to love living. I had a nice little batch of plaid. It was nice.
back.
Soon as you guys move in, you guys love to leave hair everywhere. What is that?
What do you mean? We leave it. We're not doing it purposely. We're like,
Yo, clean up after yourselves. Like yo.
What do you mean, like hair, like you know, like little breakage or like extensions?
No, like
he
breakage.
said hair. I'm like, damn, like you mean like extensions? She'll take off her extensions.
And you
just leave
guys
it there?
you guys have so many products and you leave it on the sink and it's just like
I don't do that.
miscellaneous mad stuff.
I don't like.
Well, except my
yeah.
perfumes. I have my perfumes out where I can
Everything's
see them.
underneath
but-
my little, even though it's not big, I stuff everything because I don't like. I like my countertop is like naked. Like I don't like in my kitchen countertop. I don't like having like anything on it. Anything.
Yeah.
You
Like,
guys are not hoarders with products.
no, I'm not.
I love
She
collecting
is.
perfume.
See?
I saw her perfume
I
collection. I
love
was like, oh, I'm coming over. I'm stealing one of your perfumes. She's like, you just have the bottom one. And I'm
The
like,
bottom row.
And then I'm like laughing. I'm like, damn. I only got like one perfume. And then when that's done, I buy another one.
It's not that. I don't get attached to many things, but when I find something that I really love, I'm all in. Like,
Yeah, that's.
and so Yeah, I like my perfumes.
But
I
they
love
say,
smelling good. I
yeah.
feel like, and you have colognes too. So what are you talking about?
We have like
But
a whole collection.
I have
too.
like 4 or 5.
no, you don't.
No, I have
That
5.
lies.
I have 4 or 5.
Really?
You know what?
Well,
You
I
should
have way
go
more,
to his house
but
and take a picture, see if he actually has.
yeah, I'm gonna put them on
I
blast.
probably just have 4. Now
I
think
don't
about
know,
it.
but for me, anyways, like I feel like I have to have like depending on what mood I'm in is the
Oh my
type
God,
of
you have to
scent
wear,
I'm
like,
wearing,
What?
and it would depending on the night too. Like this kind of smells. I can go into a whole 10. That should be a whole nother podcast.
Damn, I must be so
But-
basic because I'll be like, I just want to smell good. Like honestly, like a lot of
No.
perfumes will actually don't
It has to
stay
fit
on me.
the-
They
it has
don't.
to
No, they
fit the
don't. Like I
setting.
could spray, and then it would just won't.
You need a body oil. If anybody else is like going
No,
to
I've tried body oils. I said
No,
within, like,
you have to put the body oil first and then spray and it depends.
No,
where
I've done it. I've done
Wait.
Where do you spray your perfume at?
I mean, here,
Pulse points.
here.
And you have to put oil on the pulse points and
Yeah,
then
I
spray on
put
top.
oil here, and then I put the spray. I even tried that other method where it's like right out the shower before drying yourself.
So what are you saying?
Perfume.
Are you saying that the scent goes away, or you start
The
to
scent.
stink?
No, my don't stink. Okay, no.
Okay.
I was thinking.
I just wanted to.
No, the scent goes away.
Okay.
It'll probably stay on my clothes.
You probably-
but the
It's the
scent
type.
go
Maybe it's the
away.
type of perfume you're wearing.
You probably
like,
gotta go with the.
like something like with a stronger scent,
I
and
know.
not like.
I don't know. I think I've tried the strongest scent. I forgot what it was. I even tried men cologne.
Maybe you should. You
Seriously.
might have to go with them expensive colognes, them $400 or $500
my
colognes.
top
I would
roll
never.
the sweat you
I think, look, listen. I don't stink. Do I stink? As long as I don't smell.
No,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I'm good. You know,
Just
I
the
don't
smell
stink.
goes away.
Yeah, like, it
Okay.
just doesn't.
It doesn't last.
Yeah.
But I've never been, like,
I'll let you
I'll have one
try.
lotion.
I'll let you try my perfume and
Yeah.
see if it lasts. But
Like, I
Yeah.
have, like, one of everything. Like, they're literally, because I have kids. Like, I have bills. I don't know. It's just, like, I would love to splurge. Like, oh,
See, on my
I go
cologne.
buy, like, a bunch of, like, different. No, it's just, like, I've
Yeah.
gotten so used to just having, like, one thing. And if it runs out, I run out. You know, I
Yeah.
go buy
But
another one.
I mean,
know?
you can treat yourself. Me, I feel like I'm financially savvy. I pay my own bills, but I also am not gonna deprive myself out of things that I feel would bring joy to me or that I like. Is that a flaw?
No.
No, so I'm just saying
No,
that
no.
that's just me. I'm not. It's like me, like with certain things.
See, me, I'm not financially savvy. I just if I like it, I buy it. Oh, that's $500. That's all I have. I'm gonna buy it.
No, that's wild.
Yeah,
That-
you
like,
don't do that. You do
I have
that?
to. No, he does that.
Yes.
I do not do that
Oh my
ever.
gosh.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'd be scared to even. I'd be like, oh, that shirt's $20. I'd be like, and I could have like I have a lot, and I just be like, no, because I've been in a situation where like being a struggling single mom, having to
Yeah.
like financially take care of my kid,
Yeah.
come in one day and like my lights were shut off, you know, and not just I just didn't have, and so like from that it's like I want to make sure like I have like extra to make sure like
Yeah.
if anything happens I'm good,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
facts. Yeah, yeah.
I think for me, like I'm keen. Like I've had many rainy days or struggles in my lifetime, but that taught me to prepare for those things, but also to take pleasure in the things that I can do for myself. So if I have extra to spend on myself, I'm spending it. Like
Right.
you know,
Yeah, spend it, girl.
but you have to. I don't know. It brings me
Yeah. That's
pride.
good. Not me.
Enjoy
Like
it.
what happened? Like what makes me? I'm like, oh, all my bills are paid. Like Friday comes, like
Mhm.
I'm happy. And then
I'm depressed if all I can do is pay my bills and then like not do nothing else.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like,
that's not-
okay, I'm not saying like I,
Yeah.
and I'm broke. No. Like it's like that gives me pleasure, and it's like okay, if I want to
Yeah.
spend on something, I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, you guys want to go somewhere
It feels
to
good
eat or whatever.
It feels
Say
good to have your bills paid because
It does, yeah.
I went to college that like crazily put me in debt. So, but just knowing that everything is paid,
Yeah.
at least because imagine
Yeah.
not being able to pay those bills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like just,
Then that's
just
when it
even
gets
like
crazy.
buying food for your kids, like like
Yeah.
something, like that's something I couldn't do, like like I'm not saying like recently, but like when I was freshly divorced, like it was hard because I
It's-
wasn't
oof.
getting child support. I wasn't getting any. It was just my paycheck and 2 kids, and
Especially
having to,
now, like
Now I
groceries.
Yeah, things are
Groceries
crazy.
are
Bro, like
crazy.
I spend like a good, I want to say $200 a week almost now, because my kids are like they eat every day.
Yeah, what I recommend is you have to get like a miles credit card. I do all my grocery shopping with credit cards. I get my miles, is going to my vacations, is going to something.
I
like,
used
you
to
know?
do that, and I was using my credit cards properly. But when I went to school, I started using my credit cards as loans,
Oh,
and that's when
no.
things got crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'll pay it in a month. I'll paid in 2 months. Oh, wait a minute. Next thing you
And
know.
then it just climbs.
And
off
they
of
climb,
that. Yeah.
climb. And I'm like, what did I do?
I only have one credit card because I am
I have 5.
bad at using credit cards.
I have a lot
And
of
Yeah.
credit
It
cards.
took me almost 2 years to finish paying 2 of my highest credit cards ever. That I ended up, I had to, I rented out a room at my ex-husband's aunt's house. And it was me and my girls in one master bedroom for 2 years. So I can pay all that off and save to buy my house. And then I was able to do that.
And she did.
That's
After
fire.
that, I was like, no more credit cards. Like, I have one card that I use for like emergencies or whatever, but like to splurge, vacation, whatever. No, I'll just save, because I'm just not good with credit cards.
Yeah.
And I'm just being.
I know how to
not
use
good.
credit cards. Like I said, I used it wrong. Like I have 5 credit cards, but they all had their purpose. Like the mileage for flights, points when you get gas, and you get like all these like different rebates and cashbacks, and it's worth it at the end of the day as long as you pay it on time. But where people go into debt is what happened to me, using them as loans. Don't do that ever. If you don't have the cash in your account, do not touch the credit card.
Yeah, and a lot of people like have issues with spending with money that they expect to receive tomorrow. Like if you don't have it in your hand in your bank account, you don't have it. Like don't wait on that income to come because it may not. But I don't know. I feel like I, with my experience, anyways, like I was in the financial industry working since I was like 19, so I've always known how to maintain my credit and my credit cards. Yeah.
Like I didn't. So like I was late because my parents they didn't teach us that.
Oh no, I didn't.
My parents didn't.
I wasn't taught that either. Thank God my job kind of taught me, but I did get crazy multiple times where I would like spend, and then I had to like.
My mom is very frugal, and my dad. I'm more like my dad. My dad's a very philanthropic. He just gives and gives.
That's
and
a nice way to put it.
We say the word again.
Philanthropic. He is. That's a nice way to put it because he is like.
He's just gives and gives. Yo, if he has like, if you ask him for like $1,000 and that's like all he has, he'll give you the $1,000. Like he's just like that. I don't know why. If he has a clothes, he just gives and gives it. He has clothes and he didn't wear it for 3 weeks, a month, he'll give it away.
That's amazing though.
It could be, and he be buying like high end luxury clothing and stuff, and that's the way. My mom, on the other hand, she's very frugal, like very good with money. I used to be like that, and then at a certain point, I don't know where I went wrong, but yeah, she I need to be more like my mom, but she's like knows how to deal with money.
Know your limits and your credit card limits.
Yeah, facts. No, I'm gonna get right though. I'm gonna get right again. We there. We here. Yeah. How else am I gonna? I gotta buy these mics and these lightings and all this like different stuff. All this stuff is expensive, but it's all worth it in the end.
Years ago, I was making so much money, and then I just was spending and paying everything off, and I mean, I was buying like Disney, like we had Disney passes, now we were going everywhere, like just taking, spoiling my kids. I finally got the income that can actually do that, and then got laid off. And then it's like, I don't have that, and then that's when I started like, what, I can't do this anymore. Like I needed to like buckle down. And it's just like I had to learn everything on my own.
You made the smart decision. A lot of people don't know how to go low to get to the next level. Sometimes you keep yourself stuck there because of your pride and be like, I'm not gonna live in a one bedroom with blah 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 with my friends. I could never do that. I'm too prideful for that. But I'm telling you, it's worth it at the end of the day.
I know, like
it's worth
they were
it.
Talking mad, I didn't care. Like talk whatever you want. I got the house, for my kids or whatever.
Hey, there you go.
And
that means a
and
lot.
And then I got approved for like way higher. Like I could have gotten like a way bigger house, but it's like it's small. Like it's good for us. I don't need anything huge. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like I'm not trying to live above my means either. Even
Smart
though like
move.
I would be able to now with my new job that I have, I can afford it. But I'm not gonna try to live above my means. Never. Like it's just not. I'm not gonna do that again.
And that realtor would try to make you take the highest.
There was a new construction in Deltona, and it was like 4 bedrooms, like beautiful, it was huge, and I was just like, yeah, I don't think I can afford a $2,200 mortgage a month. There's no way in hell I can do that. So I was like, no. I was like, I will stick to the $1,100 a month.
And they'll make you feel like the money's free too.
The house that you have for $1,100, that's not bad.
It's gone up a little bit more because of taxes.
The realtor will make you feel like that money's free. Like it's right there. The money's for you.
You gotta prove for it.
You gotta prove for it.
She got me like, so like, you gotta prove for it. I almost thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Like, no, like I can't, because then my oldest, she's about to like almost just like about to get her license. I had to get her car. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have to like, no, it's like too much. So I was like, you know what? I'll stick to my smaller house. I love it. It's not like, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna like live above my means when I can't, like, if something happens I can't afford to, then what? We foreclose and then what? Back to square, zero. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not.
We should have somebody in the pod that's like really good with financials and just
Stacy.
Stacy,
we need you.
and
I have several people I can bring.
come here and talk and yell at me and be like, you ever see that podcast where the dude is like he starts yelling at people all the stuff they spend and stuff like that?
I ever done, like, I even tried, was it years ago, the oh my god, John, is it something Ramsey method? What's his name? I think it's John Ramsey.
Isn't that like a chef?
The cook, the chef, yeah.
No, it's something Ramsey.
Oh, Gordon. No, I'm thinking Gordon. We're thinking Gordon Ramsay is the chef.
No, there's another Ramsey. There's like there's like a method of how you pay off your debt, like faster or whatever. But of course, you have to make sacrifices. You have to like cut out, a lot of things. I even tried that. I tried everything. So now, like, I have a system that works for me, and I'm not trying to like push it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like I get, like open this card. Like, no.
Snowballing is the most effective way to pay off debt. You start with the lowest balance.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, what I do is with my loans is I consolidated everything into one. That's the one thing I did. So I have to pay 5 different cards. And now what I'm doing is towards that loan, I'm paying, instead of paying on the day, I always pay half of the month before, and then on the day of, I pay the rest of the half.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting that interest for those 16 days.
Yeah.
And when you do that for consistently until the thing's over, you'll see that I'm gonna end up saving thousands just by paying like 16 days ahead of the due date.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best way that's what I've been doing. It's working out for me, and I calculated it, and I'm gonna end up saving thousands when I do that.
Yeah, there you go.
So. But yeah, I'm gonna get right. I'm broke, baby, right now, but I'm gonna be back. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You will. God's gonna bless.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we open up like a Patreon or like OnlyFans, and we can all okay. Well, OnlyFans is not only porn,
but
though.
we can
Do you guys want to see my feet?
Yeah, we could do
We'll take
that.
pictures of Freddie's feet.
So I can fast forward this
You don't have
brokenness.
cute feet.
I don't have. I have my toes are like horrible.
I have cute feet. We
My
use mine.
my toes are like.
No, because I started ballet when I was 3, so I did point when I was like 4.
Oh, your feet
So
are
my
chopped.
toes,
Your
yeah.
feet
So
are chopped.
so I have bones.
Insert a clip of ballerina feet.
Listen, my bones. Not all my bones grew out. How towards my toes like they're supposed to, because I was always on my tippy toes.
There's guys that like that though. They might even like you more because your feet are chopped. They'll be like, "Yo, get it more closer, the view of it."
Yeah, but no, the thing is weird because I have 1, 2 that are longer than the other ones. Yeah, it's all like weird. Yeah, you would never see me.
All right, so our next avenue.
If you want to see her toes, just let us know so I can pay my debt.
Oh, he's pimping. He's pimping Didi now. That's where we
She
are.
said toes. You'll be all right. I'll give you 10%. I'm your manager. So.
Okay.
I have no nail on my pinkies.
Yeah, tell them more so we can sell your feet right now,
I
please.
have no nails on my pinkies. They fell off.
See, she's down. Yo.
Years ago.
So let me know if you want to see Didi's feet, yo. We got you. $50 a pic. We got those sauce on the toes and just wiggle them for you. Yeah, anything you want, she's down. Trust me, I'll get her to do it.
Freddie's gonna be editing.
Yeah, that's all you see. Well, we'll see you guys next time. This is the High Hanging Fruit Podcast. It's your boy Freddie on Focus.
Jennifer Lynn.
The Sunny.
We outie.
Bye.
Stupid. We said sauce.